Hi guys, welcome to our video presentation, and we're going to play our video for our representation about river. So don't look forward to later, and we'll start right away. Let's start. Assalamualaikum and good day to Professor Zahari and my fellow friends. Today we will present about our case study is Klang River, a mirror of the city health. Firstly, I will introduce our group members. First is Nurul Fahana binti Azali with the magic number is BC251658. Next is Mushri Tuzafan bin Mushri with magic numbers BC251854. And my name is Muhammad Aziz Hamid bin Muhammad Shawzuddin with magic number BC251628. Next is Tan Jaupin with magic number BC253051. And our last member is Nadia Saddam, BC254018.
Hello, this is Nadia Saddam, as you already introduced me. So do you know the interesting facts about our river, Klang River? It's width of 120 kilometers and it's in the Strait of Malacca City. It has 7 main tributaries, but in our study case, we're going to talk about Gombak River, Ampak River, Rasau River. Yes, and this case study of our river mainly focused on stormwater management and urban drainage.
Okay, hi guys, I will explain for the data result. First, we have 2 sampling points, but I will tell the first one. The first one sampling points in the briefly around the Klang River for the water quality parameters. We can see here the 9 stations for the sampling point, and the desalination site we can see almost 90% is urban area and have some of the industrial area. For the next, we can see the data result of the water quality parameter. Okay, this is the water quality parameters. We have 5 quality, yes, temperature, pH, dissolved oxygens, biochemical oxygen demands, and total dissolved solids. Firstly, for the physical water parameters, it be accessed to know what the quality of water at the Klang River and its tributaries. That the introduction is Klang River, Ampang River, and Gombak River. And for the water quality, we use the National Water Quality Standards (NWQS) from Department of Environment Nation for our regulation for the water quality parameter. Okay, for the second sampling point, also at the Klang back is almost at the river mouth to the oceans. This is for the emerging organic contaminants. This have 12 sampling points. Okay, for the data result is, okay, first, what is emerging organic contaminants? EOC is related to newly synthesized compounds that are recognized as hazardous to wildlife ecosystem and potentially to human. What are the examples? The example for the EOCs is like the painkillers, antibiotics, hormones, and some of the skincare we have at our home or anywhere. This is from the data result for the compound that EOCs contains. Here we can see the extraction result for all the compounds we found in the research study for our case. And overall, most compounds show good recovery, low variability, and strong linearity, which means is showed a good result. Okay, that's all for the data result. Next, we can do the discussions.
Okay, hi all of you. So this is Tan Jaupin. So I'm going to present the part of discussions for our study project of Klang River. So for this discussion we have presented here is actually taken from 9 of the points along the Klang River. So first of all, we're going to talk about the mean for biochemical oxygen demand, which is 9.2 milligram per liter with values reaching up to 20.0 milligram per liter, which means this is the highest that we get from one of the points. BOD actually indicating a substantial load of organic. So when this organic, it actually it consumes the oxygen. So it will actually make the increase of this BOD value. So when the BOD value is actually really high, that means at here we actually talk about the dissolved oxygen, which is the oxygen in the water itself, in the river at that point itself. So if the BOD is higher, so of course the DO will be low at that point. But we're gonna talk about it later. So moving on, we're gonna talk about the total dissolved solids, which show a really wide variation from 9.18 to 188.3 milligram liters, signaling variable inputs of dissolved substances from human activities along the river, which means when the human activities, we can come from maybe someone fishing at the river, but at that point sometimes those who are not responsible of their actions, they actually throw trash littering in the river. And or also we said there are factories actually, they just remove their chemical stuffs and so just into the river. So this is why we have a lot of dissolved solids in the river. Also, when let's say we have some acid rains going on, right? So there are underwaters when it emerge from the source, and so inside those source there are also some of the dissolved solids as well, which actually bring into the rivers. So next we will move to the pH values, range from 6.6 to 6.8, which is slightly acid but actually really close to neutral, which means it is quite healthy for the organism to live in this river. Now we move to the water temperature ranges from 36.9 degrees Celsius to 29.7 degrees Celsius, and warmer water actually holds less oxygen, so making the oxygen depletion problem more serious. So it depends and from 9 of the points we varies if the temperature is lower, so it's better for the organism to live inside. But if it's warmer until like 29.7 degrees Celsius, it might not really be suitable for a healthy ecosystem. So here is my last point, will be the mean for dissolved oxygen, DO, which is the average is 6.2 milligram per liter, with values reaching up to 6.89 milligram per liter. So this is the highest value for 6.89 milligram per liter for our dissolved oxygen in the river. So indicating that it is healthy to support most aquatic organisms. However, we did mention that the highest TDS, the total dissolved solids, at one point it actually reached to the highest point at 188.3 milligram per liters. So for that point, it's actually really polluted and not suitable for organisms to live inside. So here we did mention that, however, since the river is highly polluted, so not many organisms can survive in that environment. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Mustafa Muslim. I will to present the problem with the river in Klang River. So next, okay, the first problem is the pollution. So we get the two pollution in urban and in industrial. So urban includes solid waste, urban runoff, and domestic sewage. And next, industrial come from suspended solid, organic waste, chemical pollutant, and environmental. Next, we go to pollution effects. So the first pollution effect is health risk. Contaminants can increase the disease and long-term health, which is cholera, dengue, and malaria. So next is the water quality. Pollution can lower the water quality and unsafe liquid water, pollution, and fishing. So that is loss of biodiversity. Pollutant can harm wildlife and plant. And lastly is habitat degradation. So pollution can diminish of natural habitat. So we have lost the pollution effect in the organism. But I don't know. This is easy to see.
You must curious about what's the effect of the emerging organic contaminant. So
when the EOC enters our river, it will affect the aquatic such as fish in the river. So it is also linked to the health risk if we consume the fish that has been contaminated by the EOC. So it can be harmful to the health risk. So it is interconnect with the health risk and also water quality. Hello, my name is Nurul Farhana and I will present the solutions of our problems with the Klang River. So, as people living in Malaysia, what can we do? What can we do to help our river? First, we can increase public awareness disposal of drug and other contaminants, as people should not throw our rubbish here and our chemical compound that can harm the river. Okay, so then, what can the government do? Government can enforce waste disposal laws, which is they can create a law that will protect our river. So when someone did polluted our river, they will be compound. Okay, and then for the NGOs and government and we as Malaysian people, we can organize regular clean-up activities and promote proper waste disposal practice in our river Klang. So with regular clean-up, so we can create a clean river so that the Klang River can be used for our resources, and then it will not be polluted anymore.
Hi, I am here again. We have already come up with our conclusion. So from our slide, we can conclude that our Klang River plays a very important role in our environment and urban development. And with our slides about the pollution, we can say that the major issues include pollution, waste disposal, and flooding risks. And from our solution, we can say that we have to improve the river health, which requires better management, enforcement, and community awareness. And so far, we can also have to come up with long-term solution and cooperation, because it can help us with more advantages, so the Klang River can be restored and protected.
Okay, that's the end for our video. Thank you guys for watching our video. Bye!